Hello everyone, hope you're doing good. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are at Feb 26. That is the day 26 of the Geeks problem of the day, and we have a good question here. It's a medium level question, and by the way, before showing this question, let me show you this. So this thing, most of the cases, you will see this rarely. Okay, in most of the problems, if you consider most of the common problems, this thing you will see very very rarely. But what they try to tell here is that you can use the brute force approach, as simple as that. So just try to, they are just trying to see if you are able to, you are even capable to code this even in the brute force approach or not. That is the basic idea. And if you see this, yeah, this is also a very decent one. It's not like 10 power 5 range or something like that. Okay, so that is something great. And let's see the question. Given a string s of length n, so this is the string given to us. Okay, its length is n. Find all possible subsequences, okay, subsequences of s, of the string s in lexicographically sorted order. So if you have followed my video of yesterday's problem, we have in a good depth we have understood what is lexicographical sort. Okay, so what this big term, that is lexicographically, that lexicographical, this term, what it means, we have already discussed in depth in yesterday's video. I hope you would have seen that. Yesterday we also uploaded some of the Geeks weekly contest questions, so please go through them if you are really trying to understand what it is. But anyway, I will here also explain it. So first of all, let's break this question into some of the parts. The first part is what is subsequence. I hope that 90% of the coders will be knowing this, 99% of the coders, but still for that 1%, let me do it again. See, there are two things. One is a subsequence and other is a sub array. So please pause the video here and go further and give it a try in Google search. Okay, and after that please see this video again. So what is a sub sequence is basically, see, first of all try to understand what is sub array. Sub array means it's a part of the array. Okay, the order in which the pair you have to take the exact same order and a part of it. Okay, for example, a and b is a sub array. Okay, but a and c is not a sub array because a and c are not continuous in the given array. So sub array, as you might have understood, try to understand each word here. Sub basically means a part of the given array is a sub array. Okay, and now coming to what is subsequence. Okay, subsequence basically means only the sequence matter. For example, see here in this case, a will come before c. Okay, so a and c is also a subsequence here. Okay, just you have to ensure that a comes before c. You cannot have c and a. Okay, see here, c and then a is not possible here. Okay, you will see in none of them c comes before a. Okay, so that is not a subsequence. Subsequence basically means, please start to understand the sub, remove that sub, and then what is that sequence. What is the meaning of sequences? Sequence basically means that the order in which they appear, let us say a appears before c, they need not be adjacent to each other. For example, c need not be adjacent to a, for example, in this case, but still a appears before c, right? So that should be maintained, as simple as that. So in, if you are trying to capture a and c in a single single sub array or subsequence, the idea here is, if you want to include B or not, that is up to you. But if you want to have A and C, then A should always come before C. That is the basic idea of subsequence. Okay, I hope you have understood that. Subsequence basically means either zero or of any length you can take at max n. But the idea here is the sequence in which the elements appear should be the same in that the original string. Okay, as simple as that. So I've tried to explain it in my way. If you want some more examples, please go and give it a try in Google. Definitely will give, you will get many examples there. Okay, so for now, I will just give you this example. After seeing those examples, I am assuming that you will be able to understand by my description. Okay. So moving ahead, the next thing is what is lexicographically sorted. So lexicographically, I have already explained this in yesterday's problem also. This basically means that, let us say whatever you have, let us say you have 3 or 4 strings, write them in the order in which they will appear in the dictionary. Okay, then they become lexicographically sorted. Okay, I hope you understand this. The way in the order in which they will appear in a dictionary. Okay, if you sort them in that way, then it becomes lexicographically sorted. Okay, as simple as that. So what we have to do, we have to find all the possible subsequences first of all. Okay, and then we have to sort them lexicographically. Okay, this is the two things. And if you are good in maths, so can you quickly tell me, see, try to understand this fact. There are three things here. Okay, so now if see, what is the probability that, see, this is again a probability question. I just, when I see this, I get to know that. Okay, I just, that thing comes to my mind. See, what is the probability of a being in the subsequence? There are two cases, right? Either a will be there or a won't be there. There are two cases, right? Same as for b, either b will be there or it won't be there. So there are two cases. Same as for c, c can be there or c will not be there in the subsequence. There are two possibilities, right? 0 or 1. So here also two possibilities, for b also two possibilities, and for c also two possibilities. So if you multiply all the possibilities, 2 into 2 into 2, basically 2 raised to power 3. Okay, so the number of length, that is the length of the given string, you have to make that as the power of 2. Okay, so 2 raised to power the length of the given string. Okay, that will give you the total subsequences possible. But remember, one of them will be also the zeroth length, or of length 0. So you will have to ignore them. So 2 power 3 minus 1, which is 7. Okay, so this is of length 7. So there are 7 substrings possible, such that you are not taking the substring which is length 0. Okay, as simple as that. So there are the 7 substrings possible, and then you have to simply sort them in the order in which they were appearing in the dictionary. So this is very easy to implement. Basically, you will have to simply sort it, as simple as that. So that is the basic thing. And yeah, we are good here. Okay, so here is the same thing. Okay, 2, here the length is 2, so 2 power 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. Okay, so you can see you are getting 3 subsequences, and then you will have to sort them to get the the answer. But remember one thing here. Remember, a, all of them are a, right? So how you have to ensure that a, the single a comes before, and the double a, that the a of length 2 will come after that. Okay, how you have to ensure that? See, the in Python, the sort function will take care of this. Okay, in Python, basically the sort function is actually doing this. If you try and see the documentation of the sort function in Python, it is basically designed to do this. As simple as that. Okay, so in Python you will not have any issues. That's what I just wanted to mention. Okay, and by the way, if you want to see the company tag, it's asked in Snapdeal. Okay, but this is a good. Actually, we are not optimizing anything. Okay, this is the brute force approach. Actually, what we are going to explain you now. But still, just as if this can be a first question in a interview where 3 or 4 questions are asked. As simple as that. This can be the first question, and it will not be of medium. I can say it is of easier complexity, easier time complexity. As simple as that. It's slightly easier if you consider the complexity. Now, how to do that? First of all, I will show you the simple code possible, and then I will show you how to get the final answer. Okay, this is not the final answer, by the way. I will show you how to get that. Okay, so first of all, what I'm doing, I'm declaring an answer array, because ultimately I have to return the answer in an array. Okay, so in Python we call it as a list. Okay, see here they are simply printing it out, but if you see the driving code, you will get to know that you have to return a list. Okay, or array, whichever way you call it. In Java you can return array. In Python I'm going to return a list. As simple as that. Okay, anything which is iterable. Okay, this term iterable is a technical term used in Python documentations, so please go through it to understand what is the meaning of iterable data structures in Python. Next is I am declaring a variable n. They have already mentioned the thing, but they have not passed this as an input. Okay, so I'm separately declaring n as equal to length of string s. Okay, then I'm declaring a function. This function ends here. Okay, this highlighted part is the function. Let me give a space here so that it becomes easy for you to see it. Okay, so this is the function. What I'm doing here, the function is very, very simple. Okay, what I'm doing, I am taking a string by default. Okay, I'm taking it as simple as it's already given to us. Then what I'm doing, if okay, just for now ignore this part. Okay, I will come to this later. What we are doing, we are doing two things here. Okay, this is a recursive function. Okay, here we are using the inbuilt stacks in the compiler to achieve what we want. Okay, so what I'm doing, see, it's very, very simple. Either, see, ultimately the idea here is some string is given to me already. See, for example, I am here. Okay, let us say I have a already. I am at the little b. Okay, there are two things. Either b can be included in my subsequence, or b will not be included in my subsequence. Okay, that's what I am doing here. In this case, either I am skipping the letter. Okay, I am skipping the letter. See, s is not changed. Whatever I got, it's the same thing I'm returning. That is same thing I'm passing into the as a parameter of the next function call. But I am incrementing the index. Okay, in the other way, what I'm doing, I'm including the s of I. Okay, in this case s of I is not included. Okay, here I'm including s of I in the given the parameter given to me, and at the same time incrementing the index. Here also I'm incrementing the index, here also I'm incrementing the index. That means we are going to the next index, but here I'm including s of I, here I'm not including s of I. The same thing which I mentioned. Okay, this is a pure maths. Okay, see, there are two possibilities of every letter here. For example, b, either b can be there in the uh, the given subsequence, or b can be there, or b cannot be there. Okay, there are two possibilities. So these are the two possibilities I'm exploring. Okay, either the s of I will not be there, or s of I will be there. Okay, as simple as that. And then we move to the next index. Here we also will doing the same. Okay, now coming to the terminating part, how this infinite for loop will terminate. Okay, so what I'm doing this thing. If I is equal to n. Okay, remember, for anything in in Python or in any language, by the way, it's always from 0 to n minus 1, right? So I'm checking if it is n. In that case, simply append as that whatever is the final string to my answer. Okay, what is the answer? Here is the answer. Okay, yeah, and then return. That is, do not see why I'm giving this return here. I do not want this to be again called. Okay, I don't want the function to happen again. Otherwise, it will become an infinite loop. Okay, as simple as that. I hope you understand that. And then, yeah, this is the function call. What I'm passing an empty string, and then I'm starting it with the index 0. Okay, what that means is this will be empty initially, and here this will be empty, and I am passing sfi. Sfi will be added to that. Okay, here sfi will be added to that. Here sfi will not be added, so it will continue with a single empty string. Okay, so the idea here is for each literal here there are two possibilities: either it will be included in the subsequence or it will not be included in the subsequence. So both of them we are trying to explore. Okay, and then I'm printing the answer. Let me print it and show you. This will be of range 2 power n. That is, it will also include the empty part. That's what I'm trying to show you. This will also include the empty part. As you can see here, an empty part is also included because there will be a possibility that none of the characters are taken. Okay, so in that case, the final string will be empty. So that is also taken here. So I already explained you whatever is the length. Okay, here the length is 2. So 2 square, that's 2 raised to power 2 is 4. So here we are getting answer of length 4. Okay, but they don't want us to consider the empty part. Okay, that is the empty string. So we'll have to remove it. How I'm doing it is very very simple. If okay s, okay, you can just leave it like that. If s, okay, sorry, if double s, okay, in that case only I will do the append part. Okay, so I am doing this. Let me quickly run this now. So as you can see, the now I am getting 2 power n minus 1. Okay, so the empty part is removed. It will never appear. Okay, as simple as that. But remember one more thing. Here anyway the answer is matching, but it will not match in the normal sequence. Why? See, we'll have to sort it as well. Okay, that's what the question is, right? They are asking us to do in a lexicographically sorted order. So I will sort it as well. Okay, I will have to sort it as well. Okay, and then I will print and show you. Okay. So as you can see, after sorting, see, this example will not be a, okay. Let me take A, B, and C. Okay, that will be a more appropriate example to take because for the double A case, it is anyway sorted. Okay, A, B, C. Yeah. In this case, it will matter if you are sorting or not. Here, it will be very clear. Okay. So as you can see here, yeah, now it is sorted. So let me show you this before the sorting and after the sorting. Okay. You can do these things on your own, by the way, but I'm just trying to show you what exactly is lexicographical sorting. Okay. Though this example solution is already given, see, without sorting it will appear something like this. Okay, it will start. See, the idea here is, first of all, nothing will be taken and the C will be taken. Okay, that's what it's starting here. Okay, so this is, if you want to trace the program, then this is the best way to do it. Okay, so if you are sorting and then printing, it will be difficult for you to trace. That's what I wanted to show you once. But yeah, these things you can do on your own because I will be giving this solution in the comment section, so you can do that on your own, right? And finally, we are done. I will just comment this out because in Python, if you print anything extra, your answer will not be accepted. These things are not there in leetcode. That's why leetcode is much better platform, much mature platform, I would say. But still, Geeks for Geeks is growing and it's an Indian platform, so we should be proud of it and support it. So as you can see now, the outputs are perfectly matching, and I have already segmented the solution, and it is getting accepted as well. Okay, so that was the whole idea behind it. So yeah, fun. That was all for today. See, here, as I mentioned, this is a brute force approach. Okay, here we don't have to think of anything. See, that's why whenever you see a question, always your aim should be, see, always your first thought that should come to mind is what is the input and what is the output. That is, in what form I have to return the input, and that I have to take the input and what form the output to be returned. And next thing is what is the expected time and space complexity. These things becomes very very important. See, if the interviewer wants a particular kind of solution, please ask him at the starting itself. If he's okay to tell you the his expectations, that is well and great. If he's not telling, then anyway you will have to start from the worst possible, that is the brute force approach, and then you have to optimize to the extent possible. So that is anyway, that is always there. But still, if they are saying something, let us say they want it in this part, space complexity or time complexity, then that will help you to understand if they are trying to get a brute force approach or optimized approach. At least that much thing will be clear for sure. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share you. Okay, this actually is called a power set. You will also have inbuilt function for doing this. Okay, in Python also we'll have inbuilt function for doing this. I want you to explore that and comment it out if you get it. What is the exact function in Python which will do this? Basically, there are inbuilt functions in Python. I'm sure about it. I will have to search in Java or C++ what is the exact function. But yeah, you can do that. So if you know that, the answer will be a single line. Okay, it will be a single line answer. But anyway, see, idea here is, see, whenever you are using inbuilt function, you will not be knowing the time and space complexity of it. Okay, so that is one disadvantage. So you cannot use them in your coding interview. Okay, if you do that, then they will change the question and you will be given a harder question then. Okay, so yeah, if you are using any data structure, sorry, any inbuilt function, always at least have an idea of what could be the expected time complexity for it. If you know that, that may be on a positive side. But if you don't know anything about it, if you're simply using it, then it may be a red flag for the interviewer. Okay, So yeah, fine. That was all for today. If you like my video, if you like my efforts, please do consider subscribing to my channel. It helps us to get your thoughts. At the same time, you can get my thoughts. So that the idea here is, see, we need some motivation to continue further, right? To solve the questions every day. So this motivation will come only like if you are forming a community and doing it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to form a community so that you can get benefit from it. At the same time, I am also getting the benefit that I am having some reason to solve every day and show it to you. Okay. If you like my efforts, please do consider subscribing to my channel. And yeah, fine, that was all for today. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.